Hello everyone, my name is Morgan. Welcome back to Dandelion, which is brought to you. In last episode, things got a little sad with Jihei and Jiyoon. They're kind of, I guess, arguing. Jiyoon's trying to let Jihei go because he knows he's gonna win. It's very sad. And it's spring now and it's March, so yeah, Jihei's definitely just gonna start getting real depressed anytime now. His points are maxed though, so we're just kind of waiting for story right now. Hooray! I didn't have to grind forever to get to story. Okay, after the fight with Jiyoon, Jihei seemed to be even busier than before. He doesn't want to be around Jiyoon, I guess. Makes him sad. He was spending less time at home and often went to work during the weekends as well. Naturally, he also spent less time with me. Oh man! I had so many questions to ask, yet I couldn't ask them. Jiyoon was spending more time alone than before. He would silently watch the TV next to Jisoo, or took longer naps than usual. But the biggest change is that he no longer eats apples like he used to. Why? Why did he give up apples? Huh? Why are the apples just sitting here? I'm gonna eat them. You like apples, Jisoo? I guess you like anything. Jisoo spoke loudly as if he intended for Jiyoon to hear him, but Jiyoon showed no response. Well, it's not as good as meat, but it's sweet. He took a bite of an apple. He was taking Jiyoon's food, and it was making me mad. Look, Hyojung, I think everyone's allowed to eat apples. Leave some for Jiyoon. He eats like 50 in a day. I think I could have one. He can't even eat them when his nanny's not around to peel them for him. Sometimes Jisoo is just too honest. Sometimes such candor can hurt people. Sometimes Sometimes Jisoo hurts people. I got him Jihu. Jiyoon? Jiyoon got up to his feet and walked out to the balcony. I hope he wasn't hurt by what Jisoo said. Jiyoon opened the balcony door and stepped outside. The nanny's too busy, so there are too many apples lying around. They're gonna rot if we don't eat it. Like that time you just hid all of Jiyeon's oranges under the sink and they rotted. Oh, what are you talking about? I don't remember that. That was a different timeline. Then you can peel them for him. Are you telling a cat to peel apples? And for a rabbit? Make yourself useful for once, Jisoo. Jisoo looked at me like I'd said something crazy. Would that be so weird? It's impossible. It's physically impossible for cats to peel apples for rabbits. Like, it's in our genetics. What kind of relationship do cats and rabbits have? I noticed that they weren't exactly friends. Then maybe I should do it. I was worried that Jiyoon seemed to have lost some weight lately. He only eats apples. He's not eating well either. Did he ever eat well? Hey, food giver. What? Ever since he'd fought with Jihei, I'd pulled away from Jisoo. But Jisoo was Jisoo, and he was my friend, no matter what happened. Do you really like that rabbit? Jiwoo? Yeah. No, the one you're dating. Oh, yeah, him too. I hesitated to answer. I was afraid that he would get angry like last time. No, from what I'd seen, I'd say you and that aristocrat. Why? Every time that word comes up, I would say aristocrat. Is it because there's cats in this game? I saw the word coming, was really trying to think about it, but my mouth still said cat. I'd say you and that aristocrat rabbit were getting mighty friendly with each other. Huh? I guess we're not making it super obvious that we're dating at home, but I don't know. I feel like the way Jihei talks to me, you'd figure it out. Jisoo said mockingly. And to think I believed him when he said he didn't want to win. Jisoo muttered quietly. I think he just genuinely likes me, okay? Why him? Because it's his route. And Hyojung's a simp for him. Sometimes it's really hard to say the names. They'll get all jumbled in my head. What? Why that rabbit? He was making me a bit mad. Why was he asking that? Why was he asking that way? Why do I have to tell you that? Food giver, I'm disappointed in your taste in men. I'm sorry, what? Jisoo, I hate to tell you this, but you are not a good taste in men. I like you, but you stalked me, and we're very toxic. Jihei is a very polite Man, while he may not be my favorite, if my sister brought home a man like Ji-hae one day, I'd be like, okay, cool. This is a polite, kind man. I'd be chill with it. If she brought home a Jisoo, I might be a little concerned. Especially if she brought home a Jiyeon, I'd be very concerned then. Jisoo threw the finished apple to the kitchen sink. From where you're standing? You should be a basketball player. We're in the living room. That was a good shot. Don't just throw it anywhere. That bad kitty. You have to throw away your food somewhere else. I stared at Jisoo to tell him off, but his sad face stopped me. I'm sad. Why was he so sad all of a sudden? It made me nervous. Why not me? I already did your route. You're kind of a jerk. What are you talking about? I have no idea what he means. I don't want to know. Can't you give me a chance too? I already did. I gave you your chance. What? He really doesn't like Ji-hae though. He didn't do this with anyone else. Jisoo stepped closer. Oh god, Jisoo, you're being a bit of a jerk in this route too. I know you want to save your sister and all, but this is you're making me uncomfortable. We're all animals. He said that earlier. Wait, I can't understand at all what you're talking about. Jisoo is getting closer and closer. I'm a little afraid of Jisoo. I have to get out of here. I don't know what this cat is thinking, but I knew I was in danger. Give me a chance. I can be a good boyfriend material. Just one good boyfriend material. No. Stalking isn't good boyfriend material. Jisoo reached out for my shoulder. No. Ji-hae, help! Was that you opening the door? Wait. Oh, thank you! Ji-hae, save me! Save me! Jisoo's being mean! I don't know that mean is the word, more so just kind of creepy. I looked up and much to my amazement, Ji-hae was there. When did he come back? I was so busy trying to get away from Jisoo that I hadn't heard anything. Seeing Ji-hae's face, I let out a sigh of relief. Get your dirty hands off her. Oh! Ji-hae frowned. I'd never seen Ji-hae's face like that. He was so mad. Oh, his mad face doesn't even look that mad. And what are you going to do if I don't? Kill me? Ji-woo replied mocking. Ji-woo? What are you doing here? Who's are you referring to Jisoo? Look, as much as I would love for Ji-woo to randomly enter this scene right now, I don't think he will. I wanted to scream, you stupid cat, what do you think you're doing? But they were both too scary. I was speechless. Ji-hae stomped to my side. Ji-hae pulled my shoulder to his side, and... Oh! 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 That's what he's gonna do! Dang! Oh, Jisoo, you're not happy about that. What are you gonna do? Kiss her? Yes. Ji-hae's lips crushed into mine. Wait, Jisoo's watching. Ji-hae kissed my lips as if he wanted Jisoo to see. Not as if he wanted to. He did want to. It was rough. So much more than the first kiss we had. I guess he heard everything Jisoo had said. But still, this was so sudden. I wasn't even ready. I opened my eyes just enough to see Jisoo crossing his arms angry. Oh, why are you staring like that? What do you want him to do? My mind was like a blank page. So was the screen. Ji-hae didn't let me go for a long time. A long time? 7 hours? Is that how long Ji-woo said the book said you have to kiss for? Like 7 hours? I was so dizzy. I get it. I get it. I got your message. God damn it. Jisoo shrugged his shoulders and went out of the kitchen. We're in the living room. This didn't make sense. What just happened? It's unlike Ji-hae. He was pissed at Jisoo. Probably a bit jealous. I feel like that was really the only way you were gonna get it through Jisoo's skull. It was not like Ji-hae at all. You all right, my lady? Letting go of me, Jihei spoke calmly. Alright? After he'd kissed me like that? Jihei seemed embarrassed and avoided my eyes. I didn't know what to say. What was that just right now? What was that? I don't know what to say. Jihei lowered his eyes apologetically. I apparently cannot speak right now. Was that just out of impulse? Yeah. I'd lost control. My sincerest apologies. Did I surprise you? Why was he embarrassed? Jihei. Yes. Were you? Jihei looked carefully into my eyes. Were you jealous just now? Yeah, he was. Did you just kiss me because you were jealous? Yes. Jihei was stammering. Oh, stammering. That's new. His face turned a bit pink. I believe I was. You really were jealous? Yes. I see. He was jealous. I'm sorry. Were you surprised? You were. Yes. I'm sorry. I spelled his name wrong. Jihei. Jihei. Didn't say anything for a moment, but opened his mouth again. Did that cat try to do anything to you? No, it's okay. He just annoyed me. I should really be careful of Jisoo now. That's a relief. Jihei looked relieved as he reached his arm out to my shoulder. I was nervous. My lady. Jihei gently stroked my hair. He was looking at me warmly. My heart was beating. Yeah, I would certainly hope it was. It was a relief that Jihei came. I was really surprised when Jihei kissed me so suddenly, but I felt it was okay because it was Jihei. And honestly, if that's the worst thing he does is just surprise kiss, I think that's fine when you compare it to the cats. Okie dokie, now what? Eek! What? Okay, why are we eeking? Blood! Is it ketchup again? Do we all remember when they were still animals and we thought Ji-yoon died but he was just covered in ketchup? It was blood on that white hand. Surprisingly, Ji-yoon is the one behind it again. Did you try and peel your own apples? It hurts. Ji-yoon stared at his cut finger vacantly. It hurts. Of course it hurts. Ji-yoon, is your finger okay? Let me see. I quickly took away the apple and the knife in Ji-yoon's hand and checked his finger. Such pretty fingers were hurt. Fortunately, the cut didn't seem too deep. Thank God it isn't serious. I opened up the drawer under the sink and took out a band-aid. Ji-yoon sure had a thing for scaring people like that. The last time he'd scared me was with ketchup all over himself. Yep. Does it hurt a lot? I asked as I put on a band-aid. No. Were you trying to peel an apple by yourself? The apple was peeled in a weird way. It's because Jihei is not here. Jihei and Ji-yoon have been behaving differently. Jihei still tried to do everything for Ji-yoon, but Ji-yoon started rejecting it. It's so sad. He insisted that he'll tie his ribbon by himself and refused to go grocery shopping. To get what ribbon? It's been mentioned multiple times of tying Ji-yoon's ribbon, but like what? What ribbon? Like, is this a ribbon? I don't know. Yes. Ji-yoon was trying to become independent from Jihei in his own way. Independent. You're all grown up now, aren't you? Trying to peel an apple all by yourself? How old are you? I usually wouldn't say this to boys his age. How old are you? Done. Be careful from now on, okay? Hey. Ji-yoon called me. Thank you. No problem. Do you want me to teach you how to peel apples too? I could tell from his work that Ji-yoon has never peeled an apple before. He'd definitely been trying to peel apples without the help of Jihei. It made me feel sorry for some reason. I said thank you because of Eddie. Huh? Jihei? Thank you for making Eddie smile. His words were so grown up, it surprised me. Eddie smiling at someone else. Amazing. Ji-yoon looked a bit sad. What does he mean by that? Now that I think of it, I also have never seen Jihei smiling at someone else before. Yeah, he doesn't really smile much. He never smiled. He was certainly smiling at you. Ji-yoon continued to repeat the same words, as if it was hard for him to believe. I couldn't figure out why Ji-yoon looked so sad. Because he's gonna go away. But why? You two, what kind of... Ji-yoon, there's a question that I wanted to ask for a long time. What's Jihei's relation to you? What kind of history did they have together? The name Eddie must have been Jihei's real name, probably. Yeah, I don't think he would just call him Eddie for no reason. I don't know. What history did you two share? I had so many questions piled up, yet I was unable to ask any of them until now. I felt that if I do ask, he'll avoid answering and keep a distance away from me. Eddie is my... Ji-yoon looked sad. My knight. Oh, he's a knight in shining armor. Okay. Is Ji-yoon gonna tell us Jihei's past? I wasn't expecting that. Your knight? What do you mean? Knight. He looked like a knight from the medieval ages when I first saw him. But Ji-yoon's knight? Eddie is always by my side and protects me. Do knights usually serve young boys? What was Ji-yoon? How do you have Jihei as your knight? Jihei seems much older than Ji-yoon, yet Jihei served Ji-yoon? Because I'm of the upper class. Class. I always thought Jihei was too. But I guess if he's serving him, that doesn't really make much sense. But his clothes were also very fancy. Ji-yoon and Jihei were from a world with the class system. Then, since when? Since when was Jihei your knight? How long have they been together? 7 years ago, I appointed Eddie as my knight. Because Eddie was always by my side since I was born. Why was he was he someone else's knight? Then they knew each other even before Jihei became Ji-yoon's knight? Again, I'm gonna ask, how old are you? Since you were born? Yes, Ji-yoon's white ears sagged. He always watched me from afar. If he was there since when Ji-yoon was born, Jihei had been looking after Ji-yoon for a long time now. I can't imagine what it must have been like. Then Jihei protected you since you were born? Yes, until we came here. Until they came here? What do you mean by that? In this world, there's no class and no rank. There's no reason for Eddie to be my knight anymore. Ah, I see. But it still didn't clear everything up for me. Ji-yoon said there was no reason, but Jihei had looked after Ji-yoon nevertheless. Jihei probably took on the modeling job to look after Ji-yoon, who had no source of income. I guess when that's his way of life for years and years, he's not just gonna drop it when they're here. If it wasn't so, he wouldn't be buying all those vegetables every day for Ji-yoon. Although he was no longer a knight, he was still looking after Ji-yoon. There's something I really want to know. Then why are they here? Even if it meant breaking the bond between them. I don't think he can tell you that. I think that's a breach of contract. Why did you guys come to this world? I asked the question that had been bothering me the most. Ji-yoon blinked his eyes at me. I can't tell you. I thought so. Eddie has to answer that question. Ji-yoon sounded tired. Now Eddie has to find the real reason by himself. I didn't understand what he was saying. The real reason? What did that mean? What was it you wanted to say to Jihei? Eddie thinks everything is his fault. About her, and the reason why I'm here. Her? Who's her? Her? Who's her? What the hell? We just said the same thing! And he thinks that it's his fault that Ji-yoon is here. What do you mean, Ji-yoon? Her? And why would he be the reason you're here? Ask Eddie. I know. Ji-yoon looked down at the band-aid on his finger. I should now learn how to deal with pain like this. So sad! Ji-yoon's eyes looked extremely lonely. What could be the reason for Jihei's being here? And why is Ji-yoon trying to grow apart from Jihei? And her. Who is she? Why is Ji-yoon here? Did Jihei really do something wrong? There still are so many mysteries that are yet to be clarified. Is this her? I'm guessing Probably has to do with Jihei's wish. Are we gonna find out now? Your past or what? Ah! Oh god! Maybe not! Not you guys! Hey lady, you have to tell us the truth today. I don't know how to tell you shit. Uh-oh. V. V. Yeah, V. Were they trying to copy and paste some dialogue? And they messed up and only hit V instead of Control V? And now we're left with this? V! Shouldn't they still be school right now? I thought the high school students usually study at school until late at night. No, they get out of there as soon as possible. At least here. It might be different in Korea. At least that was the case when I was in school. Well, that could also be a you thing, Heejung. Is it different here in Busan? Spring break couldn't have started at a better time. There's your answer. Spring break couldn't have started at a better time? What is going on with this dialogue right now? But it still doesn't give them an excuse to block the entrance to my apartment. Hey, I'm gonna call the cops. We're going to have to hear a clear explanation. They're probably going to ask what's going on between Jihei and me. What should I say? It'd be a lie to say that we're just friends. Ugh, get me out of here. It's none of your business. Oh, lady, what's going on between that boy and Jihei? Wait, that's what you want to know? You want to know about Jihei and Jiyoon, not me and Jihei? What? That boy and Jihei? You know, the white-haired boy who came with you and looks like a doll. White-haired boy who looks like a doll. Jiyoon? Are they asking me about what's going on between Jihei and Jiyoon? This is not where I expected this conversation to go. So, not Jihei and I, but Jihei and Jiyoon. What's going on between them? What's going on? According to Jihei, Jiyoon is a knight that Jiyoon has... And Jiyoon is his master, but you can't tell him that. They're going out, right? Ah! Ah! Oh my god, this is not where I thought this was going. You don't suspect me of dating Jihei. You suspect that Jihei and Jiyoon are dating? Oh my god! No. Look, I don't even know how old Jiyoon is. Okay? I feel like that... Look, I'm pretty sure Jihei views Jiyoon as like a son. Going out? Huh? They've got such a wild imagination. Are they childhood friends or half-brothers? See, now those would be like more reasonable guesses just because I feel like Jiyoon looks so much younger than Jihei. Half-brothers? High school students these days have really creative imaginations. What is it? Tell us! Well, those two are... All the girls focus their attention on me. How am I supposed to say this? They're like a knight and his young master. I just told them what Jiyoon has told me. Ah! Oh, they love that answer. The girls suddenly began screaming. Is this something to scream about? That Jihei is the knight in shining armor? Yeah. That that cute boy is the young master? Well, leave Jiyoon alone, okay? He's a precious little cinnamon roll that should be protected. OMG, this is so cool. That's what my reaction would have been like in the past. But these days, not so much. Jiyoon was trying to stand on his own 2 feet, and Jihei was watching Jiyoon with sad eyes. Like he'd done something terribly wrong. I can't speak. Like something was grabbing a hold of him. What is it? What's bothering you so? Responsibility for Jiyoon? Oh my god, Jihei! I turned around at the sound of the girls' screams and saw Jihei walking toward this way. Tall and handsome. I could see why the girls were so crazy about him. Of course you can, you're dating him. But please don't let Jihei call me my lady. That's all he calls you. What if those girls turn into hyenas again? I need to go inside, quick. Key? Where's the key? Ah, too late, he called me my lady. Why are you outside in such a cold weather? No! He did. Oh no! The screaming girls immediately became silent. And, if looks could kill, I would have been dead already. I was about to go in. How can I feel cold when with all that fire coming from the girl's eyes? I see. Jihei opened the gate and stepped inside.
Wait!
No! As we were about to go in, one of the girls stopped Jihei.
We wish you all the best with that white-haired boy.
Okay? That made my head go blank.
What?
Jihei looked at the girl who just spoke. Are you talking about young master?
Did you hear that, young master?
They seem to love this.
It'll all work out between you two.
What kind of assumptions do you have? Does Jihei know what those girls are talking about? Even I'm having a difficult time in understanding them. Let's go in, Jihei. I nudged confused looking Jihei inside and shut the door. What were those girls saying? Well, I don't exactly know either. I don't know what's making them get that excited. I can't talk. I don't know what's making them that excited. What? What's with the repeating dialogue? They saw him when we went to see you at work the last time. I see. Jihei nodded. Huh? No one seems to be home. This has almost never happened before. Even Ji-yoon was out. Where is he going? But then again, Ji-yoon seemed to be going out often by himself these days. He usually went to fruit shops and clothing stores. That's where he's going. He was so cute that the owners kept giving him free fruit. So it really is only the two of us. It's the first time that we're alone together at home. I should check the refrigerator to see what I should make for dinner. I walked to the kitchen and Jihei followed me. So both of us head to the kitchen first as soon as we come home. Yes. As we're together in the kitchen, I remember the time that we cooked together and it ruined our relationship. It was a disaster. The awkwardness I felt back then is almost gone now. I can't believe how time flew after that. And our relationship underwent a big change. We're getting to know each other better, and it's not as awkward as before. You know, I felt that if I don't speak now, I'll never find the chance to talk to him. There are girls following us whenever we're out on a date, and someone else is always home. Are you and Ji-yoon alright? It may not be something that I should meddle in, but I could tell there was a change occurring in their relationship. It's not something you should be worried about, my lady. Jihei's expression darkened a bit. Actually, I heard some things from Ji-yoon. I wanted to ask everything I could to Jihei, because I wanted to get to know him better. Why he looked so sad whenever he saw Ji-yoon. Why Ji-yoon tried so hard to get away from Jihei. I heard you were Ji-yoon's knight. Jihei, I couldn't read Jihei's face. I don't really know about you and Ji-yoon, but I want to know because it involved you. My lady? It always bothered me. Him talking about things that happened in places I'd never been to. I wanted to know. Before, when you were fighting with Jisoo, I couldn't understand anything. I know that you and Ji-yoon are close, but I don't know anything else. Ji-yoon told me that Jihei has to tell himself the reason why he came to this world. Jihei is the only one who needs to answer my questions. I don't want to know anything anymore. I always don't know anything. So tell me. My lady. Jihei looked at me seriously. Do you really want to know? I nodded without hesitation. Yes. Jihei was silent for a moment. What could he be thinking? Jihei's fingers touched my hair. Do I have the right to love someone else? What? What do you mean by that? I am a sinner. I may not even have the right to love someone anymore. A sinner? And you may not have the right to love someone? I might burden you with my stories. I'd expected as much, but it would be extremely serious. But if it's about Jihei, I want to hear it. Even if it makes my heart feel heavy. I still want to know Jihei better. Not having a right to love someone? What could possibly make him think that? Jihei closed his eyes. What could he be thinking about? His past? I was actually born between an untouchable and a nobility. Jihei began his story. Listen, you guys are gonna hate me for this. But I'm actually out of time. So I actually have to end this episode here. I know, I'm so sorry. I feel really awful about this. I'm gonna leave you on a cliffhanger with the line, "That dirty woman has the Count's child." I'm very intrigued to hear this. Like I've said before, I remember almost nothing about Jihei's route, so I'm intrigued to learn about his past. But yeah, I'm out of time for today, so that is going to do it for today's episode. And in the next one, we will learn all about Jihei's past. I'm so sorry. I know, you guys are gonna hate me for this. I have grown to appreciate Jihei more. He's very kind and polite. He treats Heejung well. He's very down on himself. He treats Jiyoon very well too. Definitely not a sim for him like Heejung is. It's more like an appreciation for him, I guess. Like, you're a good dude, Jihei. I'm sorry I have to leave you on a cliffhanger like this when we're just about to learn Jihei's past, but we will learn all about it next week. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!